All right, we're here with Mr. Brock Pierce, founder and managing partner of Blockchain Capital. And Mr. Pierce, we're curious what your thoughts are on the school system. We have an audience of parents who are concerned, and maybe your insights would help them understand a little bit what the business world is thinking, and even the tech world. Some of the visionary leaders like yourself doing some incredible things there. What is your take on the school system, and what do you think parents should be aware of as we are here in July 2016? There's a lot of tech revolutions happening.
Yeah, well, software is eating the world, and education is no different. I mean, the education system we have today was designed for a world that of the past, and it was designed to accommodate the lowest sort of common denominator in the classroom. With software today, we can build and tailor bespoke curriculum where the student is learning at whatever pace that they're able to learn at. And so, I mean, it's just a matter of probably years before those sort of systems will be readily available. And as a parent, if you're willing and able, I think that homeschooling is probably a more effective way to educate kids today. You also want to make sure that they're getting social interactions, but there's ways to do that through gymnastics, sports, chess. Join clubs and programs where kids are going to interact with each other. Social skills are obviously just as important as any formal education. But yeah, if you're willing and able, I'm a huge advocate of bespoke curriculum, and hopefully we get some good education. Ed tech is a hot area within venture capital today, and I assume there's going to be some good systems that become available. I'm not knowledgeable enough to make any specific recommendations, but I have some good friends that are playing around in that space.
Very nice. And what would you share with parents who are concerned about pulling their kids out? They don't want to ruin their kids' life because, like you said, maybe they're not able, they feel incapable of homeschooling, but they know there's a problem that you see in the school system as well, and they want to do something. Do you have any words of encouragement to help them gain strength and faith that they can do it, or they can find some alternatives out there which would benefit their kids' education and success in the long term?
Well, I mean, if you're already asking yourself the question, is there some other alternative out there? You've already made the first step, which is acknowledging that there are options. And the best thing to do is educate yourself before educating your kids. And that probably starts with going online and finding resources such as this, and being informed and making good decisions. I'm certainly saying don't pull your kids out of school if you don't know what you're doing. And there's many parents who shouldn't be educating their kids. But if you're asking yourself that question, you're probably one of those that should seriously consider alternatives. And be aware what options you have. Our kids are our future.
Absolutely. Any last thoughts about the blockchain technology for the world of work in the future, or any thoughts because you have the inside baseball on a lot of various companies, and you're seeing things that we might not be seeing. But blockchain seems very empowering and revolutionary and impactful, and many parents maybe never even heard about it. So any ideas for the blockchain and how it might impact the world of work in the future?
Well, I mean, you've got a bunch of sort of systems that are all accelerating exponentially. My view of the future is that there will be no work. I think that with software we can eliminate every job, and I think that's a good thing. I'm very fortunate that I love what I do. I live to work, I don't work to live, but that's not true of most people. Most people don't consider their jobs or their work fun. It's something they do to survive. And I believe that we can build technology to eliminate every one of those jobs so that all of us then have the choice to pursue our own individual passions and dreams and do what we love. And I think that we can eliminate all of the unnecessary jobs that most of us have to work. And so, let the robots take our jobs. Let the AI take our jobs. Our lives will be better for it.
Nice. So in that new world where jobs are eliminated, there'll just be a bunch of leisure, or what do you see?
No, I think human beings have a desire to be productive and to have purpose. Unfortunately, most people are not given the opportunity to identify that purpose and that passion and to pursue it. But when you eliminate the need to survive and to work to live, and you give people their time and choice, I don't think that people are going to just sit around on beaches and do nothing. There may be some of that, but I think that I'm a believer, I'm a fan of humanity and human beings in general. And I think that if given a choice, we're going to find something to be a productive member of society. We want to add value. We want to enrich the people around our lives, and maybe that becomes becoming an artist. Maybe that's becoming a poet. Maybe that's becoming a musician. Maybe it's whatever it might be. You'll figure out those things that you enjoy, the things that make you happy, and I think that most people will pursue that.
Awesome. We thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
The world is flat. I hear this term being used a lot lately. What exactly does it mean?
Well, it means that this is a time in history where literally everyone is on the same playing field for business and professional success. The economy is moving so quickly right now, the opportunities are endless.
Sounds interesting. Tell me about that.
Okay. Practically everything in the world has changed. The internet has literally created one big connected world.
That is so true. Technology has come a long way. Even my phone in my pocket is like a computer. My kids love it and are always playing with it.
I think it's something we should try to embrace.
Yeah, but these kind of changes make me really worried about my kids' futures. Aren't you a little bit worried about that?
Honestly, I used to be, but I realize it's about empowering our children, and the options are great. Have you ever heard of unschooling?
Unschooling? No, I don't think I've heard about that.
It's something you should really check out, or maybe even private school.
Where do you learn about this stuff?
I learned about this at the Education Options Expo. It's a really fun, great event where we as parents can learn about the options for our children's educational success.
Sounds great. When and where is this expo?
Saturday, March 25th in San Jose. Doors open at 9 a.m. Come discover the exciting possibilities for your child's education in 2017 and beyond. The Education Options Expo is just the place to find answers to your questions. Are you curious about homeschooling? Would you like to learn about apprenticeships? How about self-directed learning? Is your child interested in rap or other kinds of music? Does your child want to become a leader and create safer neighborhoods? How can students become independent journalists? What is Acton Academy? What is a holistic school? How do you transition from public schooling into homeschooling? These topics and many more will be discussed on March 25th in San Jose. Get your early bird tickets and save now. Plus, there's free parking and free childcare with every ticket. Reserve your seat now and come discover the future of education today.
Hey, I just registered for the expo. Super excited. Yeah, I'll see you there.